Hey guys, hope you enjoy this video. And this is going to be a repair of a silicone doll that has joint loosening. And we're going to do a repair, a tightening, and also repair of a finger contusion on the hand. So if your doll has these issues where the joints are getting loose, specifically on a silicone doll, you'll want to follow this video. Most of the time on these dolls, they don't have welded nuts. This makes repair very easy. TPE dolls often have welded nuts, and this is because they're poured as hot material. So in this case, it's very easy to repair a silicone doll. All you need to do is find the nut under the skin, feel as best you can, and along the seam line, make an incision where you think the most closest incision would need to be to access your nut. In this case, it took about a centimeter long incision, and then using a 10 millimeter deep socket and a appropriately sized wrench, probably a 1/4 inch will work fine in this case. Spread open the wound and then insert the socket into it, and then do about a 1/4 turn clockwise to tighten, and that's all that will take. Now you may wonder, this will come loose again, and probably will eventually, but this took about a year, and I have done hundreds upon hundreds of pictures with her, and using the elbows is predominantly part of my sets. So yeah, it took a long time to loosen up again, so I don't worry about it too much. Then we're going to add Permatex, the adhesive, with any type of spatula or something implement that looks like this, and just insert that inside the incision, and then bend the elbow up to the point where it seals naturally. If you can't seal naturally, then you'll need to use a little bit of saran wrap wrapped around or some kind of tape. And the other elbow was a little bit tighter, wasn't as bad, but I did the repair anyway because I felt that it was probably going to loosen up, and so I might as well just get both of them done at the same time. As you can tell, this is an extremely easy repair, whether this is an elbow or a knee or whatever joint you might want to repair. To access it, you just need to feel where the nut is and then use a corresponding deep socket to tighten. And on all my silicone dolls, this is a procedure I have used over the years, and it works really well. Now, of course, to blend in the repair, I use a little bit of acrylic paint, kind of a close match skin color. Anything will close to this will do. So of course this is a naturally colored skin tone, and I'll add a pinprick amount of skin color to blend in to the Permatex. So I'll just put that a little bit on a piece of paper, just mix it in by hand. It takes the tiniest amount to give you a sufficient repair. And again, you don't insert this underneath the repair, but over the top. So this is just to blend in the part that you cut. So you can see how much I'm using, just the tiniest amount, and just blend that in, and then that will be a surface repair. So this really helps cover some of the cuts that you do, and blend them close to factory. The other way of doing this, you can obviously let the Permatex dry for about half an hour and then add baby powder. Just blow it onto the wound, and that would give you a close to factory as well, because it will dull down the shine of this material. So this is another easy repair where you have the articulated uh, finger has worn through the silicone, and all you need to do is take some kind of syringe or anything that you can inject silicone with, and in this case I'm using about 1 cc's worth or 1 ml of silicone repair, and I'm going to fill that syringe up, and I'm going to inject that underneath the skin. It's already broken from the top, the hand skin that is, so I just need to poke through somewhere and inject over the joint and underneath the skin, and just insert about 1 mil of repair material. And this will dry over the course of a few hours, and the area will feel much more robust. Oftentimes the hands have very thin silicone material over the actual skeleton. So having these type of issues happen is not too unusual. With lots of repeated use, yeah, you'll get this over the time. It'll happen to you too. So this is a way of repairing uh, for long-term repair underneath. The skin will be more reinforced, as well as on top of the hand as well. And that's the next part we're going to do. So we're going to just use a little bit of the coloring permatex that we've just made, and just basically overlay that over the area where you've repaired. So you want to actually repair that, make it a little bit more thicker on the outside as well. It doesn't take very much here. What I often do is I'll let this stuff sit for about half an hour, and then again, like I said before, add a little bit of your baby powder and just blow that over the area where you've made the repair, and it'll dull down the shine, because this Permatex is shiny when it sets. So to prevent the shine, just use a little bit of baby powder. You can even brush it on. Within half an hour, it's brushable, and it'll dull down the area significantly. In the next video that I'll make, I will show that in a bit more detail. Well, anyway, guys, this is a very, very simple repair. I hope it gives you confidence to undertake this. And until next time, we'll see you.